We always talk about picking up sneakers, but today we're bringing back one to life. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a great time out there. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all basically doing really good things and you're actually progressing to your goals in life. But today is not a review, it's not a basically release information, none of that stuff. We're talking about bringing a sneaker back to life, and this time we're talking about how to restore a midsole on a sneaker. So let's get into it. So welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a great time out there. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all progressively getting to your goals in your life in terms of your yearly goals and your life goals, and also you're doing the positive things to move yourself forwards in terms of positivity mentally and physically, and you're doing all the great things to keep pushing those barriers, keep pushing those boundaries, and keep doing the great things that you're doing. And on top of that, please do check out the Shoe Dog podcast where me and Q go and talk about sneakers. We basically break down all the information for sneakers, talk about strategies, talk about everything you can think of, and also we take bad behavior to sneaker court of public opinion like we always do showcase on Tuesday afternoon. So go and check that out, guys. And also on top of that, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to me. Let's have a conversation, let's break it down, because today we're going to do a restoration on a sneaker. The bro came to me with the Fire Red 4s. This is a GS size Fire Red 4s. All of the midsole was cracked out, all of the midsole was broken down. This time we're gonna go back, take all of that paint off and restore the midsole. So let's go and check this out. Let's take a look at how we restore a midsole and bring a sneaker back to life. So all the paint is off, and hey presto, shebang, this is what it looks like. You can see the exposed foam, you can see the basic materials that build out that midsole. And what we're going to do now is put masking tape around this to actually mask off the areas. We're actually going to spray prime the areas so the paint actually sticks, and it gives us that actual immaculate bond so that the paint doesn't actually wrinkle or strip away. And then we're going to actually finish off with matte finisher, and that will be done. And that means the midsole is actually repainted. I'm doing it the long way because I prefer that spray tan finish. And also, as you can see, guys, this needs to be protected. The air bubble needs to be protected, all of the upper needs to be protected, and then it will give you that finish. So tune in at the end when I showcase what the end result looks like. So finally the sneaker has been restored, and as you can see, hey presto shebang, as you can see guys, that midsole is back to where it was before. That white underlay paint, that black top paint on the top of that midsole, it wraps around the sneaker, and this is basically being restored back to where it was before. As you can see, it's all factory finished out. It's actually been sprayed with matte finish to it, so basically it looks factory all the way through. There was obvious other problems to this, which I'm not going to go into, because basically the sole was ungluing, the sole was separating. Also on top of that, we had the separation on the front toe, which I've actually repainted. As you can see guys, this is basically the best we're going to get this to, but this is basically back to a wearable condition, because this sneaker is in fact a sneaker from 2012, so this is quite an old sneaker, 10 years old guys, and as you can see, this is literally still rockable, still wearable, still got life in it. And this time we brought it back to life, we brought it back to a condition where you can still rock it. The bros misses is definitely going to be able to wear these again and actually rock them and actually make them last. They might last another couple of years, and to be honest, like, they still got life in it. I'm expecting some more separation on the sole eventually. I did go back and re-glue some of the sole segments that were actually deteriorating or separating, and also on top of that, this probably will need another repaint. There was massive separations. You can see that I didn't showcase it, but you can see the leather upper finish was coming off. It basically gave me the raw leather underneath that finish, so basically it came out and I kind of had to peel it all away and then literally repaint it. As you can see from the toe guys, it's actually crinkling. The toe box is crinkling as well. It's kind of having that separation. It's a 10-year-old sneaker. The quality is synthetic leather, so the quality is not going to be pure leather, and obviously with that you get layers and layers and layers of build up of like fabric and leather infused, so that's going to cause a problem once eventually you wear your sneakers. 10-year-old sneaker guys, it's a 10-year-old sneaker, brought it back to life. Basically what I was able to make sure is more of a wearable sneaker for the bros misses. So at least this is restored to a visually aesthetically pleasing and wearable design. So this is how you restore a midsole guys. That's how you do it. Make sure if you do it, make sure you use the right materials. Make sure if you're painting it by hand, if you're using the airbrush, if you're basically going back and removing it. It's quite interesting that I actually sanded this rather than using like a chemical remover. Is more life preserving from the sole, life preserving from that foam that's actually on the midsole, so it's not going to kind of break down the foam quicker. And this is a 10-year-old sneaker, so this is why I carefully removed it. And as you can see guys, I'm going to give you that front perspective, I'm going to give you that booty action perspective, I'm going to give you that wrap around from lateral to medial side on that sole, on that repaint, and obviously the 584 sole guys. Bang. This is, like I said, the restoration on the 584 GS, and as you can see, it's back baby, it's back to where it's supposed to be. So that was a restoration for the 584. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you kind of got some intake on how to maneuver, how to do stuff, how to go and basically remove the paint. If it's a newer sneaker, you can use acetone. I didn't use acetone myself, but basically you can sand it down, give it that foam, that finish that it needs to actually repaint it, and then go back and do what you need to do. And as you can see guys, both bang is done, it's restored, it's back to where it needs to be wearable for the bros misses. And there you go guys, GS on deck, restored. So like I normally say, thank you for tuning in, thank you for joining in, thank you for always coming back. It's not always about reviews, it's not always about releases. I know predominantly it's all been about reviews and releases recently. I'm trying to get back into doing more customs for you guys to showcase what needs to be done, how it can be done, and what you need to do. But like I said, thank you for tuning in, thank you for joining in, thank you for showing support, thank you for always coming back. And like I say at the end of every video, hope you have an amazing week, amazing month, and an amazing year. And I hope you guys cop the sneakers you like, or restore the sneakers you want, because you all deserve the sneakers you want guys. And on that note, from me, TJ at Love Kit Customs, peace out for now guys, and peace.